All right, everyone, welcome to the Red River Riot obstacle course. We are demonstrating the intermediate and scaled course. Their intermediate is set up. There'll be some minor changes for scaled that I'll go through after the demo. All right, we are going to start in 3, 2, 1, go. First obstacle, rings onto a cargo net, coming down underneath. Obstacle 2. We got ring anchors. Clear. Obstacle 3. And slack line. Clear. Obstacle 4. Clear. And then we switch. Good. On to obstacle 5, our balance. Starting behind the Velcro. Past the Velcro. Next obstacle is a rope traverse. Next obstacle is our trapeze bars. Onto our agility course. Clear. Final obstacle. It's going to be rope climb. Intermediate will only go halfway up the rope. That second orange tape line is going to be halfway. We will have a tape line the day of on that second rope for you guys. So this is the rules for scaled and intermediate and the variations for those groups. All right, so first off, every obstacle is worth 2 points. You get a point per athlete that completes the obstacle. So starting off with obstacle 1 here, the rings to the rope, dismounting to either of the orange pads. Let's say one of the athletes completes the obstacle, but the other one fails. You will get 1 out of those 2 points. All right, so every obstacle has that method all the way through. So both athletes can go at the same time, or if you choose to go one at a time, you're certainly welcome to. You got the 2 rings, the cargo net. You're going underneath, not up and over the cargo net. Like I said, you can dismount to either orange pad. Then we progress through to the ring anchors. For scale, you will have all 4 rings in place. For intermediate, it'll be as demoed, where you'll have the 1 ring to transfer over into that next cradle. Then we'll be dismounting to our next orange pad. Again, both orange pads. We're making our way through. This is where we will come together and we'll take turns going through the slack line. So each of you will be able to attempt that. Now, the one difference is going to be scaled. We're going to be allowing the grips. We will have all rings. The chucks won't be there, but you can utilize the rings or whatever grips to make your way across that slack line. Intermediate will not have the assistance on the grips. All right? On to our next obstacle, box push and the rings. So one athlete will push the box halfway while one does the rings, making our way across. Once you get that orange pad right up to there, you can switch if you so choose. I will allow one athlete to complete the rings and one person to push the box all the way through. All right, so if one has a strength on the rings, one has maybe more leg strength, you can utilize that in this course. The completion of the obstacle will be when the box gets pushed all the way over here and the other athlete has made it to the next orange pad. Okay? So any contact with the floor as you're going through the obstacles or the blue pads, that is considered a fail. We got to stay up in the air, keep your feet up. On to the next obstacle, our balance. With here, we're going to start behind the Velcro line. Toes can be making contact with it, but we are not touching the ground in between any of the balance obstacles. The wood bases on the obstacles are off limits. Same thing with the weights. All right. Only the pipes. This one here is on casters. Might have been hard to see in the video because it went so fast, but it does roll a little bit. So I think a light, quick step off of that onto the white knobs only. So we are not using the wood. We're going to be stepping from knob to knob. Past the Velcro line will be a clear. On to our next obstacle, the rope traverse. Nice and simple. Utilize the rope to get over to the next orange pad. You can use hands and feet. If you want to just use your hands to go across it, you can, but the rope does sink down kind of low, so be careful on contact with the blue mats. Next obstacle, trapeze bars. Making our way through, you got 2 trapeze bars, and then we call them our flying squirrels. They're 2 individual handles at the end to make our way to the orange pad on or past that last orange pad. So if you dismount, you can land on it and fall forward if you would like, or you can roll right past it and not utilize the orange pad at all. Just make sure we're not dropping down before it. Then we're coming down to the ground. We'll start our agility, starting on the gray, making our way through our ice cubes. Quad steps, hands and feet are allowed on the quad steps. So if you want to use those hands to steady yourself, you can do that. Hands and feet are allowed on here. These are considered part of the floor. These are your bases. So we are going on top, but you can make contact with the sides. If you want to straddle it and scoot across, you certainly can. Orange pad here will be completion of the obstacle, and then scaled will not have a rope climb. All right, intermediate, we'll be doing a rope climb. It'll be half up, way up the rope. We will have a pad over here the day of. The second tape line will be your target, and that tape line will be added on there shortly, so you'll see that the day up. All right, good luck everybody. Can't wait to see you at the Red River Riot.